followers. It's a gorgeous day out here, so I thought I'd do my next video outside. The sun's out and yeah, it's actually quite warm. So today I wanted to talk about allergies. We've been getting a lot of doggy owners coming to us just desperate to kind of understand what's wrong with their dogs, why prescription diets aren't working, you know, basically just at the end of their tether, they're just so desperate to make their dog healthy again. So I thought I'd do a video about it. Okay, so what is an allergy? Your dog, like humans, we could be allergic to anything really. So behaviours that we generally have in dogs is coughing, sneezing, itching, in severe cases, diarrhea, vomiting, anything really, anything that seems a bit out of the ordinary. So that's when you might think, right, there's something wrong with my dog here, and it might be that they may have an allergy. Other things could include red, watery eyes, sore ears. We get a lot of people coming to us when they've got really sore ears. Oh, and itching in between the paws, and just like, ooh. So it could be that dogs are allergic to environmental factors, but more often than not, they tend to be allergic to what they're eating, what they're consuming. So the main allergens in dogs are animal proteins. So you've got your beef, chicken, basically any type of animal protein, and then also the milk and the milk byproducts, which a lot of dog foods do have this in. So yeah, that's the main allergen. But then they could also be allergic to the gluten in wheat, soy. And then some dogs have actually got some really strange allergies. I was talking to some dog on the market stall, and they had a huge list of intolerances from the vet after a test. And I just thought, oh, poor sausage. I can't eat anything. So let's talk about vets. The first thing that I suppose anybody would do if there was something wrong or ill with their dog is go to the vet, right? That's just what you would do. Vets can do tests on allergies, so you can find out what your dog is allergic to. But if it's the main animal proteins that they're allergic to, then vets quite often will put your dog on a prescription diet. Now these prescription diets are highly processed, and they're basically made by hydrolyzing the animal proteins, which means they break the animal proteins down into teeny tiny particles, which makes the body not be able to recognize it as animal protein. The problem with highly processing these animal proteins in this way is it makes the food really unpalatable, and therefore they have to add all sorts of fats and sugars into the food to make the dog actually eat it. So do have a look on the back of any prescription diet that you're given. You might find that there's sugar, all sorts in it. If you don't recognize the ingredient, just like you would as a human, if you don't recognize what the ingredient is on the back of a packet, it's probably not good for you or good for your dog. Vets generally, there are vets who are interested in nutrition, but generally vets aren't given much nutrition training, so they just have to resort to what they know or what the big companies tell them to do and prescribe these prescription diets, which obviously vets make money on as well. So it's kind of it's a difficult one. Vets call these special diets prescription diets because they don't tend to last very long. They only tend to last maybe a few months, and then the dog starts to develop the allergy again, which is why you might have heard a tactic for improving allergies in dogs is to just keep changing the food. I've certainly heard that a few times. Now, in theory, it kind of sounds okay, doesn't it? Because we do promote mixing homemade recipes, and Fleetful's going to be releasing more recipes soon. But yeah. So what can you feed your dog then if they're allergic to meat? Well, there are plant-based foods out there. There's some very good plant-based soy-free kibble that you could buy. Just Be Kind Dog Food, which is a website run by Dr. Ariel, an amazing vegan vet nutritionist who really focuses on the nutrition of dogs, especially those with allergies. She recommends and does offer soy-free and really high quality kibble if you're interested there. So I'll put a link in the description. Or you could feed homemade. So Fleetful dog food kits. We are nutritionally complete when you follow the recipe. They were also formulated by Dr. Ariel. You can also get recipes from Dr. Ariel on Just Be Kind website. She does a range of recipes if you would like to give variety to your dog, or mix some kibble with the homemade Fleetful food as well. So there's lots of options that you've got there. So there it is. A bit of information on what the large companies don't want you to see. Unfortunately, a lot of vets are owned by big pet food companies, and obviously vets need to make money. They need to make money off ill dogs. They need to make money off prescription diets for dogs and foods for dogs. And I hope I'm not being a cynic here, that there's some kind of circle of money making going on. I'm sure there isn't. Okay, so yeah, if you like this video, do like and share it with like-minded people. If you have a dog that's itchy or has an allergy and you're really struggling, or you know of someone, please just kind of tag them in the comments below, or direct message me, that's fine. But it's definitely worth understanding and knowing a bit more than what the big companies and the big vet companies are telling you, and maybe think a bit out of the box. There's so many dogs out there allergic to things, and there's just not a lot being done about them. So yeah, get in touch, have fun, stay healthy. Lots of love. Bye. Say hi. Aww.